Welcome again to Aspects Land of a Changing Man. Uh, this is me. Name is Gold. Coming to you, and you again with another episode. Um, Wanted to get to point today of because I put it on Facebook the other day that when you're known for something, usually it's a surprise to people that you become something else or that they see you in another nature. I put it in because I'm a basketball player, so a lot of the outlooks that I have are on what I'm most comfortable with, which is what I'm saying, the basketball court. So when you think about it for a second, you see a person that's good at defense on the basketball court. Sometimes they'll get away with things that a person that regularly or is bad at defense, doesn't get away with because of the fact that they're known for good defense. So, some fouls or some, some little pushes, some things that ain't supposed to be there might get overlooked because of how good he is on defense or what he's known for when it comes to defense. But when a person is not known to have good defense or not known to have that good, attribute, basically what happens is some good plays that ain't, fouls or whatever else don't look, don't look like they're legal. They look like you had to do something extra to get that to happen. And so people will sit here and call stuff on you that they don't usually see because of the fact that, hey, I'm not used to that from you. That you might have did a little bit extra. It looked like you did a little bit extra. So we got to call that on you. You're not known for that. Until they get used to you actually doing that as something normal, it will be a surprise to them. They will question what they've seen from you to say that that's not normal for me. If you put that in life and how we do things, when it comes to people doing stuff, sometimes it's a surprise to them because they're not used to that from you. But when they know stuff from you, that type of gameplay is something that they get used to and they call out. So let's say you get with a female that is used to guys cheating on her. You're not a cheater, but she's used to it. Most of the outlook that she's going to have is going to be the one that, looks like she's been cheating. Your phone accidentally, you roll your phone over and it's closed down instead of open up. For her, when guys would do that, it would mean that they're hiding something. So she would come out and be like, so why's your phone like that? What do you got to hide? And you'd be like, well, hold on, wait a minute. I've never been known to cheat. She'd be like, well, guys, because that's what she's known from guys, is that, hey, man, when they're doing that, usually it's an indication that they got something to hide. When, you working late, you work a lot of hours and then overtime starts to hit and she's used to guys doing, going to be with somebody else instead of stopping to have a drink with the other guys at a bar or, doing some stuff that's not, not what she's used to when it comes to guys not cheating on her. She's used to, well, when this happens, that's what happens. When this happens, that's what happens. And then you have to, it's a realization that, okay, well, it's not me, but it's the gameplay that we've seen from other people that gives her the idea that, once this happens, this is the case. So the idea is to get someone used to the fact of what's happening is not the same as what is, what happens over there. Because it's not one. It's not that. But you grown into, you haven't grown up with that person, or you haven't experienced what that person experienced to even know that they need the time and commitment and patience to understand that even you as a person might not, you know what I'm saying, might not be doing it, and that's not your nature, but that was with the other people. So getting the person used to that new fact so that they become normal with that. I mean, you got to think about it for a second. If a woman's been cheated on multiple times, when she's gotten comfortable with the fact that no, that's not true, and then it burned her mind that it was, it became a habit to see that as what it was, instead of, you know what I'm saying, it just being accidental. I find it becomes a habit to look out those things to see what's happening, even though she likes you a lot, even though you may be a different type of breed. What she's seen from other guys, when she's giving them the benefit of the doubt that that's not the case anymore, oh that's not the case, maybe this is a different, and then she's come to see like that is the case, then it becomes a habit. So now she has to habitually look for those things that she's seen, instead of oh, I just wandered upon it and that's what happens. So when you come to, I mean, it happens for men and women. It happens for men and women when it comes to what we've seen before versus what's new to us now. Um, you Would you prepare yourself for something like that? How do you prepare yourself for something like that, or how do you switch up your mind? You have to erase what you've known. It has to be something that you don't trust anymore. It has to be something that is not there, because if you don't erase it to make a new memory, it's always in the back of your mind. It's always there to bother you. It's always the truth over, you know what I'm saying, an opinion. Opinion could be, hey man, this man is a good man, or this woman is a good woman. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on, da da da. But if that person, and I'm not saying like because the one thing is that um, especially in a relationship, you guys are teammates. You guys are a team. You guys are a combo of individuals that come together to prove something that may not be um, a fact somewhere else. So you agreeing that, you know what I'm saying, because the women will tell you, I've been cheated on, I've been done dirty, this and that, this and that, and a lot of men step in and they don't become that person, but they get too mad to prove that they are not that person in ways where that person needs it. That person might need patience, you know what I'm saying, and understanding. They might need you to explain why this is the case. And it's not just a, hey, you need to, you know what I'm saying, a one time thing. We're growing up in 2020 where most people have been abused, most people have been cheated on, most people have been used. So, and it becomes on both sides. You know what I'm saying? It's not even on one side, it's on both sides. So two damaged people could be in a relationship with each other and not know why they are coming at the other person. You know, you may have been abused with the with information from your past, with people telling you that this is the case. There's a lot of men that want to trust a woman but can't trust them because of the things that they've been told by other people growing up. You know, oh, she, you know, every female will cheat, every male will cheat. You know what I'm saying? Liars, this and that. You know what I'm saying? She's always gonna kick you out, or if it ain't your spot, then you know what I'm saying, she's using you, or she's controlling you. All that stuff comes into play when you've made it information that you believe instead of information that's just there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, left hand dribbling, because back to the basketball, you need to learn that. You need to learn to left hand dribble, because some people will cut off your right hand. And if you don't learn that fact, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that left hand, then basically you're going to be hurt. And, you know, if you learn it late, it's going to be a funny trait to try to learn. the patience of learning how to use your offhand is something that you gotta have. If you're gonna add that to your repertoire, you gotta have it. So you gotta have patience in being able to use it. You gotta have the knowledge of why it's important, how to use it, how it feels to use it. All that stuff happens. So when it comes to a relationship, hey man, this woman is beautiful. She's great, but she's damaged. So what I got to do is I got to have the patience to sit here and to prove to her that not only am I a good man, but you know what I'm saying, like not all men are the same. Not all men are the same because every man that probably came her way probably did her the same type of way. They probably, you know what I'm saying, did her dirty, used her, abused her, you know what I'm saying, brought her way down to where she had to rebuild herself back up with a different image and a different wall to block everybody out so that when situations occur, she's not brought down with them. Because that's what happens with a lot of relationships is there's one person that is up there, and another person will come in not knowing their issues. They won't know what's going on in them, and they will sit here and um, feed off of the other person because they don't know what's going on. They don't know how to guard up against it, so they'll bring that person down and not even know it, and that person will get away from them. You know, maybe they'll get away from them right in time to where they don't have to rebuild themselves all the way up. I've seen it in relationships with myself. Relationships I've been in when I was back and I was depressed, when I was insecure. All the stuff that I was doing could have brought a person down to zero, down to nothing, off of my selfishness, off of my, you know what I'm saying, off of my not thinking, not being smart. The decisions I were making, the things that I was doing was not one that was caring of the person's well-being when it came to how they were living, who they had to guard up, who they were protecting. Females with families, females with kids that they would have to protect. Hey man, we need this home. Okay, cool, no doubt. But I'm gonna bring my friends over. We gonna party. I'm gonna ask you for money to where um, it's almost in the pockets of your rent. I'm gonna take your car and maybe use it to where you ain't got no gas to get back and forth to work. But you could fix that. I've been that type of person. And the information that I had to take away, I had to erase all the fact that what I knew to become a person that sits and says I care for that. Right now, I'm in a situation where I have to, think the same type of way because I have people to guard. And not only do I have people to guard within my house, but outside of my house, I have people to guard. So there's situations that I have to, put myself in. I have to give extra energy to make sure that not only, because some of the stuff was some of the stuff that they're going through now was stuff that I caused. So I don't want to be the one to sit here and make sure and be the reason that they come down. Like there was a straw where if you took that one everything you added something to it, everything was coming down. Everything was coming down. And I don't want to be the reason that everything is coming down because some person added a little bit of straw to my cause. And so I try to put information that I have right back into the places where I know that I've caused the most damage, which is probably a lot of places. But and back to the original point, um, because of that, because of me having to rebuild myself up, because of having to, look out in a different way, when I do look out, they don't know me for that. They know me for it now, but they didn't know me for it, when I first started it. So I got a little bit mad. I got a little emotional when it came to how they were seeing me because I didn't realize that they didn't know me for the good person that I was, the confident person that I was, the person that was watching their back. So when it came to, what I was doing for them, or if I, like, oh, what do you, why? what's going on? What do you need? What they were always at guard until I took the patience, until I gained the patience to actually come to them to show them a whole different picture of what's happening. Oh, it's not because of that. It's not because of, and now when I'm, I'm saying, down and depressed, or I'm feeling bad, or I'm saying the wrong decisions come out, they're now having to tell me, hey man, that's not you. Oh man, that's not the person that you become. I'm proud of the person that you became, and that's not, I'm saying, you're better than that. So to the decisions that I make now, that they see, are ones that if I were to do wrong things, they're like, nah, that ain't you. Back it on up. Keep living the person that you're living right now. You've done too good. You built yourself up. You came too far from the person that you were to go back to that person. Just keep doing you. And that makes me feel a lot better, because it feels like, it makes me feel like I've come a long way. Because instead of being cussed out, instead of always having something happen to where they have to decide what's more important, me or their well-being, or if they can manage their well-being with me in it, it's something that I don't like. It hurts, sometimes when I think about it, it gets me real emotional to the point where I want to cry, because that's it hurt. It hurt them. It changed them. It made them into a whole different person that they probably didn't want to be. And if I was on my square, if I was doing the right thing, they probably would have been a whole happier person. They probably wouldn't have been as guarded. They didn't have to be as angry, selfish. It probably wouldn't have had to been all those things if it would have came to me actually knowing what was up inside of me, what I was doing, the reason I was doing it, and how I could do things better. And you can see it hurts. You can actually see that it actually hurts, but I'm not gonna go back that far. It's something that I lived. It's something that I've been through, and it's something that I'm happy. I'm not happy that I was that person, but I'm happier that I got to build up out of that person to become a stronger person. So the one thing I would say is know yourself. To know yourself. The one thing that a lot of people can't do is look in the mirror. And a lot of the stuff that I say will be repeated, but it's because of the fact that some people got to be told these things. So over and over again, you got to look yourself in the mirror and be able to tell yourself that you're happy with those decisions. And a lot of people can't do that because they know they're not happy with the decisions that they make. You got to be able to want to look up different people, different things, and different reasons that you are doing what you're doing, so that you don't go back, or have somebody that to talk to, that that has that hey that has your best interest in mind, to tell you, hey, not just a mate, because not just somebody that's your partner, your lover, friend, husband, wife, whatever you want to put it. Not just them, because they're there. You want to have somebody on the outside looking in to tell you that, hey, bro, you're messing up. Hey, bro, that's not right. Hey, lady, you don't want to do that. Not because of the fact that you know what I'm saying, it's not a trusting from the person that you're with, but because two opinions are better than one. If you just got that one person telling you something, it can fly past you because it's only one person. But if you got two to more people telling you something, it says in the Bible, hey man, don't just go to that one person. If one person tells you, if you tell somebody something, cool, no doubt they don't listen, go get somebody else to bring in there. They don't listen to that, go to the judges. The judges will tell you. And if they don't listen to the judges, let that person be, because of the fact that they are not well. And the only way for them to see that they're not well is for them to realize that. So you want to have more than one. You want to have more than one person sitting here telling you like, "Hey, that's not right," and you don't want to have people telling you it is right. If you know it's wrong, get away from those people that sit here and tell you, "Oh, bro, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing," because you never know what she's doing. No, 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 no. Or hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You know how we grow. You know how we do things. No, you know what I'm saying? We're about change, we're about growth, we're about being a better person. There's people back there watching. The same pain that we have, they can have later on. And I don't want them to have that. I don't want my kids to grow up and sit here and have to go through the same pain that I had to go through. You know, I want them to have a better future, better decisions. I want them to know that the advice that they're getting from a person is one that will build them up faster than what I had to be built up. Because it took me a long time to build it up. And it takes some other people, a long time to realize who the heck they are on the inside. I don't want them to go through that. I want them to look at it and be like, oh, well, nope, that's not who I want to be. And I'm happy that I'm not going to become that person. So, uh, it's always good to know yourself, know what's right and wrong, know what's emotionally right and wrong, know your emotional, you gotta have emotional knowledge about, you know what I'm saying, why you are making decisions that you're making, because a lot of people don't know that the reason that they're making the decisions is emotional. You know, the feelings that you get from the past, or the things that are in the back of your mind, the subconscious mind that they call it, are things that will cause you to make emotional decisions. You don't want to be a person that the emotional decisions that you make are the ones that's wrong. A lot of logic thinking has to go into play when it comes to doing things the right way and getting rid of the wrong actions, because of the fact that emotional reasons can knock out logical thinking if you allow it to. I know that 2 plus 2 is 4, but right now 2 plus 2 equals 3 sounds real good. No, that's not right. What about 5? 5 sounds better. I'd rather have more than less. The wrong amount, which is more, sounds better than the correct. Nah, bro. 2 plus 2 is always going to equal 4, no matter what. And you got to realize that. So I thank everybody for coming in. That's been my episode. Um, Please love yourself enough to want to fix yourself if you know you're in the wrong. The environment that you live by does not base you off of who you have to be. You could be a totally different person if you don't allow your environment to become the state of who you are going to be. I know a lot of us grow up in environments where we feel like we have to be this type of person. But somewhere in your same environment is somebody that's thinking that they can't become that environment. Everywhere. Everywhere is somebody, everywhere has somebody in that environment that is saying, I will not become that. I don't have to become that. That's not something that I will do. And they don't become that. They might not be the success story that you want to hear about, because they might, have to go a different route. They might have to go a different, they might have to do different things. They might have to guard themselves in a different type of way. They might have to gain respect in a different way that you feel like you have to. But at the same time, did they make it out of that situation? Did they make it out of that environment? And did they live to tell the story to somebody else that's feeling the same type of way? That's the point. But thank you guys for coming in. Much love to everybody that's out there. You can hit me up on here, comment section. Definitely hit the subscribe button if you want more episodes, more information upon how you can change yourself, or how I feel you can change yourself. So thank you, and I'm out.